When we go down the rabbit hole of white history, European history, or as we would call Western Asia, that's what Dr. John Henry Clark would call it, Western Asia. He doesn't give it props to call it Europe because he says it's not a continent, right? Everybody knows a continent is a large landmass and Europe's not a large landmass, so it can't be a continent. So in Western Asia, the conquerors are practicing learning, philosophy, arts, and sciences, while the white people, Caucasoids, Goths, Visigoths, they want nothing to do with this stuff. They want nothing to do with this stuff. They are not learned people. Even today, you'll see that many white people do not want to read and they cannot read. And because black people are in America and we are vassals of the state of a white land, we copy them and we don't read either. O commander of the faithful, these are not common conquests. They're like the meeting of the nations on the day of judgment. Thus wrote Musa, the governor of Africa, to who? Caliph Walid, describing the victory of Guadalupe. So here is Musa reporting back. Musa's the governor of Africa. He got an answer to the Caliph in Damascus, and he calls him, O commander of the faithful. Okay, the head of this whole endeavor is in Damascus. Tariq and his 12,000 Berbers had, by a single action, won the whole peninsula. The victor lost no time in following up on his success. In defiance of an order from Musa, who was bitterly jealous of the unexpected glory which had come to his Berber lieutenant and commanded him to advance no further, the fortunate general pushed on without delay. So Tariq is up there fighting, taking over territory. Musa like, chill out, bro. I ain't tell you to do all of that. And you know what I mean? You're making me look bad. And Tariq said, fuck that, nigga. I'm out here fighting. We taking over more ground. There's more ground to be took. So Tariq taking more ground. He like, these people is just laying over. Why would I stop now? Now check this out. Cordova was left in the keeping of the Jews, who had proved themselves what? Staunch allies of the Muslims in the campaign. The Moors admitted them to their intimacy and, until very late times, never persecuted them as the Gothic priests had done. So the Moors are all up in Spain conquering. The Gothic priests was like, nah, fuck them Jews. Now we come back to the origin of the white man versus the Jew. The white man had his foot on the Jew's neck, but the Moors was like, yo, you can practice your little Jew shit here. But the Goths, these German Goths, these Gothic priests had their foot on the Jew's neck. Wherever the arms of the Saracens penetrated, there we shall always find the Jews in close pursuit. While the Arabs fought, the Jew trafficked. And when the fighting was over, Jew and Moor and Persian joined in that cultivation of what? Learning, philosophy, arts, sciences, which distinguished the rule of the Saracens in the Middle Ages.